In the previous episode, we killed the wall of flesh after some struggle, but we did do it. And then I just now struggled for approximately 5 minutes going through a hard mode, a blood moon, which just happened, and like half of my NPCs are dead. But we never got the chance to put down my wall of flesh relics, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I haven't had a chance to do any building because last night when I was doing yesterday's episode, there was just too much going on that episode. I played for way too long, longer than I needed to or should have. So I just don't have the I don't have any time to finish this build as of today, but I probably will later this week. So yeah, we got our pawn hammer. We got the charm of luck, which I love this thing. While this is in your inventory, you have a better chance of getting better reforges. It's really nice. Does not affect accessories though. It's only on weapons. So we got the pawn hammer, which actually, you know what? Before I forget, Chester, buddy, Chester, fine. Get out of my way. Let's go ahead and put the charm of luck in there. Because when I do use it on a weapon, I'll use it there. We got a clockwork assault rifle. It's really good, but we're not playing ranged at the moment, so we're gonna get rid of that. It gives us a bit more gold, honestly. And we got the pawn hammer. Now the thing with this is because we have Fargo's mutant mod installed, we have some of the conveniences of that. This is one of them. This says destroys all natural demon altars and crimson altars. So it does it and then obviously gives you all of the ore from said thing. Now we could totally make one of these. However, we want to make sure that we actually have an altar. So if I make a demon altar, cool. I could go ahead and make one and just pop it in there. Again, this is from Magic Storage. Fargo has their own, so it doesn't really matter which one we go with. But, whoops, I'm not in the crafting one. I just want to make sure that I'm going to have an ability to, craft things with the demon altar. So if we pop that in there, honestly, I actually don't even remember what that was used for. If we go to this, it was this thing, Altar Exterminator. Right, was it in there? No. So what am I missing? I need a mithril anvil. So in order to even get it, we need to go get some mithril anyways. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I could dig that. That's a fair trade. So let's go pawn hammer. Pawn hammer. Oh my goodness. Let's just type hammer and we'll get it. Or not. Where did this thing go? Oh, right. I'm looking in crafting. That's... Oh my goodness, stop hitting the A. Let's get this. Let's go break some altars. I love early hard mode. It's like starting fresh, right? It's like starting the series all over again. It's a lot of fun. Should we use the banana ring? Probably. Let's be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and put Spinal Tap away. The banana ring is actually stupidly good, and I enjoy it quite a bit. So our corruption is over here that we can get to. Or better yet, we probably should just run over to this crazy corruption that we have on this side and get them that way, potentially. But honestly, I think it's just gonna be faster to come over here and go break the altars. So as far as like what I want to do today, I don't know. I don't really have any lofty aspirations. I think I could do Queen Slime if I really pushed for it, but I don't have a whole lot of time to play tonight. I know I say that every time and then it ends up being a long episode, but tonight for sure. I have to finish a project I'm working on, and then I gotta go to bed because I'm tired. But the thing is, I really need to just get the standard progression out of the way here, the armor progression. So we're gonna break a few of these. Oh, we got cobalt, or calcum, adamantite. Ooh, can I actually get this stuff right here? Yeah. Man, I love this thing. But this weapon is also like super good against this stuff. Interestingly enough, I actually think that the wraith hand thing that we got also would be quite good. Arms dealers arrived. Oh, ain't that great? That's real nice. Yeah. Everybody's gonna show up now. Just everybody's coming back. Can we? Oh no, I don't want to have to deal with you. Man, I do like the banana ring quite a lot. It's been a while since I've used one. It does a lot of damage for early hard mode. Get out of here. And you too. Okay, let's just hit a couple more of these. Just to bless our world with slightly more. Maybe one more? Can I do one more? Nah, it's not really worth it. So let's go ahead and pop the cobalt ore into there because we need some bars. How many do I need for the actual pickaxe? 15. Okay, so let's grab a spelunker. We're gonna go underground. So the project I'm working on is, I may have mentioned this before, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Super glad you're here. I run my own business. I run an Etsy shop where I 3D print miniatures for board games, D&D, and tabletop games, right? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. But I also paint them. I offer a painting service, and someone had, before my winter break that I took, had purchased a... Goodness, can I get this guy dead? Maybe if I... Yeah, this... Oh, it's a bit risky here. How do I want to handle this? Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's knock him away over there. Just so I can actually get down to him. There we go, we got him. Oh, there's a bound wizard over here. But where? He's like... real close, honestly. If I can go this way... So, I'm sorry, my train of thought is completely gone. But that's because I'm trying to find this wizard. Where is he? Oh, he must be in that other house over there. All right, let's dig through. So, I had someone right before the break order a giant airship. Now, this thing, I'm not even kidding, it's freaking huge. It is, it weighs a lot. It prints on my fairly large, industrial size 3D printers, resin printers, in 27 pieces. It's insane. It's big. But they ordered not just a standard version, which is already a fairly expensive model to be ordering from me. I've actually not sold one of these yet, just because it is very expensive. They ordered a painted version, not just any painted version, but the highest tier. And I have just now, where did this wizard go? He's gone now. What's the point of even coming over here? I'm going out. I'm going out. I'm going back down now. I'm just resetting where I was. So I've got like the final touches I'm putting on it. Before I painted any of it, I customized it where I magnetized the masts and like the deck guns and stuff like that, so that you could just take them off for gameplay purposes in D&D, so that way you have more play space on the top of it. And that took a lot of work. It's got so much surface area that just painting it took a lot of work, but that's the project I'm finishing up. So I got to finish the masts. That's the last thing that I have to paint. The whole ship is done. The base of it is done. And tomorrow, or in whatever next episode I post, whatever that is, I'll put a video in, or put a picture in the video, and I'll link to it on my official Instagram for that stuff as well. But I'm really looking forward to this thing being done. It's cool looking. It's really fun to have painted that. All right, let's see. Cobalt. Let's back this up. Cobalt. And we'll get a max stack. 29 of those. Okay, I don't know why I put those back in there. I was going to craft the cobalt pickaxe. Because in order to get mithril, we need a pickaxe. Oh man, I like getting the better pickaxes. I'll tell you what. Actually, what the heck was that thing? Oh, it's just another forest nymph. That's what I'd spawned the other day when I was doing my building. Cobalt. Can I make a weapon? Cobalt sword. I'll take it. It's superior even. Did I grab it? I know I made it. Okay, I definitely made it. Let's go cobalt. No, stop that. Grab this. Goodness. Let's swap it out for the banana ring. It's okay. It's fairly basic. It's kind of the same as our other swords. 56 compared to 52. It's like, wasn't really that worth it, but we don't really need cobalt for anything. All right, let's keep the banana ring, I think. So I found another wizard, and he's got a crazy looking weapon. Casts a bomb, and only 3 can be cast in a row. Bombs can destroy tiles. He also has a witch staff that shoots enchanting spark projectiles. That all sounds like a lot of fun. But I'm not gonna do any extra magic stuff if I don't have to. So for those of you who have spent a decent amount of time on the channel, you probably know by now that I really love board games and that my favorite board game is Gloomhaven. I've got a little story for you tonight. It's really sad. So Gloomhaven, if you don't know, is this big box dungeon crawling game. In fact, it's also what's considered a legacy game. And if you don't know what that is, it essentially means that whenever you play, it's continuous. It's not gonna, the story keeps going. It's not gonna stop. So you have a persistent character. Your entire group does, and in fact, in this game, there's more than just one character, and you will change characters throughout the campaign. And you go through telling a story, finding loot, killing monsters. It's a lot of fun. It's very complicated and in the right ways, I would say. There's this awesome. The reason why it's my favorite game is because there's this awesome card mechanic. It is every character has a deck of cards, and those are your abilities you can play. Depending on what you might or might not do on a turn is based on the way the cards work. Each card has a top and a bottom thing on the cards, and you could choose one or the either to do. Why is this important? Well, you play 2 cards at any given time on your, when all of the players, they play 2 cards, and whoever goes first is determined by a number on the card. But the more important thing here is that, and this is also super freaking cool, you can take the top action of one and the bottom action of another. But that's how it works. You have to pick the top of one and the bottom of another. So you may pick a set of cards, but you didn't go first based on the numbers, and a friend of yours gets to go first. But when they go on their turn, they killed the thing, or they change, the battlefield in a significant way that your cards aren't really relevant in the way that you wanted to play them anymore. Well, now you could possibly do the swapped actions and get a lot of value out of the cards that you're playing. But the cool part about the cards themselves is there's an ever-ticking clock, like an exhaustion mechanic, and it feels like 99% of the missions in Gloomhaven that you're doing are balanced in a way that you barely finish it without exhausting your cards completely. And it's a lot of fun. I love how tense it is. It just feels great to play, right? So I've been looking forward to the sequel game, which they ran a Kickstarter for over 2 years ago. And then COVID hit and pushed everything back, right? Let's see here. Let's go to Horror Calcum. That's what I was looking for. So, so we have essentially a situation where this Kickstarter comes out and makes my most anticipated game of a board game of all time, because I'm waiting for the sequel to this game to come out. By the way, Gloomhaven has also got a digital adaptation, which is freaking fantastic. You'll play it on PC. So I'm waiting for this to come out, and I'm distraught because during the Kickstarter, I didn't have the funds at the time to justify purchasing the game on the Kickstarter. I do now. So I was like, okay, I'm going to look for it because, some stores, especially stores around me, game stores, have purchased the game with the intent of selling it in store, right? Let's go ahead and use this. So destroys all natural demon altars and crimson altars. And now we're going to get assaulted. Oh my goodness. I hope these guys are undead. No. Okay. Let's go back to this weapon. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Why are there so many wraiths? Oh, I love this. That is so funny. I should have done that not in my town, because now all those NPCs that I had respawn could easily die here. If I respawn, are they just going to come at me, or can I just leave them alone? Oh, that is so funny. All right, can we use this? Let's just... An operator is spawned. Cool. Yeah, no, here they come. Well, actually, not a bad thing. Because maybe... I should really switch weapons here. Actually, you know what? This book is so good. MVP of the game, I'll tell you what. That's just fun right there. How much gold did I get out of that? Not a huge amount. I mean, I did have to pick up the gold that they stole from me. Anyways, so retail stores bought extra copies to sell in store, and I knew that my store that I go to was gonna have you know, a handful of copies to sell. And I've been waiting. The manager told me to just keep an eye on their Facebook page, and it'll be announced there when they're coming. It's like, cool. Never was announced. But today they updated their website. They basically had their website down forever, and now they created a new one and they launched it today. And I went on and it showed Frosthaven, which is the sequel to Gloomhaven on there. I was like, I'm gonna get it. So I called up the shop. I had the guy in the shop set it aside, not the manager, just some other guy that works there. And we got my name and everything. I was like, cool, because they don't take like orders over the phone. And I wasn't gonna buy it online because I was just gonna go to the shop to pick it up. But we have movie nights on Friday nights. Our family movie nights is what we call them, where we just watch movies with the kids. We watched The Force Awakens tonight. It was a fun time. So we were gonna watch that before heading over, and then I headed over. I got there, and they didn't convey the information to the manager that they were setting aside the game, and the games were sold online. Even though they were right there in front of me, they were set aside for the online orders that happened. I was just like, are you kidding me? And the guy was apologizing profusely, and it's like, I'm not going to see this game for a while just because of the way that production works on board games. And they only made a limited amount for the first Kickstarter. So I'm distraught. Let's see here. I think we should go get adamantite. Can we make an orichalcum pickaxe? Probably not, right? Oh my goodness, I keep clicking on the wrong one. Maybe I should just switch them around. Orichalcum. No. So let's go head down underground, and we will get. I need to close up all these doors. Just got all these baddies coming in. I'll get some more orichalcum because there should be a lot more spawn down there, and we should also get some adamantite. Anyway, so long story short, I didn't get the game. I swear I almost cried on the way home. I was so upset. I was like, I should have just gone earlier, but my wife convinced me to stay home and watch the movie first. I was like, and I was okay with that because I was like, I got it. They locked it away from me. We're good. I can't believe it. And the real problem is that the store manager, because he wasn't notified, they didn't reduce the stock online to show the, you know, reduced stock in person. That's the real shame there. There's a bunch of adamantite over there, so I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when I come down to get adamantite. So now I'm just like searching online for people who are selling copies that they had got but no longer want it, which happens often for for a game. I can't pick this with the cobalt pickaxe, right? Yeah. So it happens for a game that you're getting off of Kickstarter 2 years later. It's normal, you know, people's lives change, and it's still expensive and not what I want, but I'll update you guys on if I finally get a copy of Frosthaven. Man, I feel like I got so much to talk about. Like, so much happened in the last 48 hours that I need to catch you guys up on. I also injured my thumb, and I mentioned this in the previous episode when I was doing the Wall of Flesh, because it was affecting the fight for me. But every time I went to go mention it, I, you know, got back to doing the fight, and I had completely forgotten. So what happened was we got this new puppy, which I haven't really told you guys much about, but he's a cute but very bitey puppy. I told you we changed his name to Pippin from Frodo because we realized he ain't no Frodo. He's not a valorous dog. He's kind of a pain in the butt. And you know what? Pippin fits perfectly with that. So here's the deal. He's still a puppy, and he's got his puppy teeth, and oh my goodness, these things are just daggers. They're so sharp. I can't stand getting nipped by this guy. We call him the Nippin' Pippin. Well, I was playing with him, not yesterday. Well, actually, it was yesterday. It was yesterday afternoon. And he just got me with one of his teeth in my thumb. It went, you know, like if you're looking at your thumb, like pick up, we're going to have interactive moment wrist end right now. Pick up your hand, you know, look at your thumb as if you're giving yourself a thumbs up, right? You look at your nail. So if you're looking at your left hand, which is the hand that mine is, his tooth went through the basically where the nail meets the skin on the right side near the bottom of, you know, the little U, and out the other side. And then because I, felt the pinch and pulled away all within a split second, it also pulled the skin up across the whole bottom part of the nail. Oh, it hurts so bad. And then to make matters worse, I hate this, but it started getting infected. When I got the injury, I went straight to the sink because I was like, ow. Like, I saw that it was, okay, it's bad. I see it. It's a bad get that he got me with. So I go straight to the sink and I'm just rinsing it. Because I know better. I'm a smart dude. I know better. Just rinsing my finger like a madman. I'm under the sink with my finger for like 3 minutes. And my wife goes, oh, what are you doing? You're wasting so much water. And to which I look at her and I go, he got me really good. Because she knew that I got bit, but she didn't realize that it was a serious thing that kind of happened. So I tell her, like, look, he got me really good. So she starts, as I guess every spouse would in this situation, starts harassing me a bit about this. And she's like, oh yeah? Where'd you? I was like, yeah, it went right through the part of my thumb there. And she was like, oh yeah, right through? The other side, huh? This is what I deal with. So I get it rinsed out, get it bandaged up. I'm like, this hurts like a mother, but I'm just going to push on. And then I went and, recorded and pushing the space bar, which literally just one of the most painful things. But there was nothing I could do about it. I wasn't going to complain to you guys about it either. It was affecting that fight a little bit for me. It was trying to jump up and down was hurting. In fact, it still hurts right now. But I woke up this morning. Again, to make matters worse, woke up this morning. The freaking thing started getting infected. I know this because it went from being a localized pain of, ow, this hurts where he bit me, and then along the nail bed where it got ripped up, right? To, oh, you know what? All the way up the side of my thumb. It is killing me this morning. It hurts. I woke up and I was just like, oh, ow. Like, this does not feel good. Went and super cleaned it. So pulled the Band-Aid off, super cleaned it. Normally, you do soap and water. Totally did that. I also have a bunch of different chemicals and cleaning supplies based on what I do for 3D printing. So I have like isopropyl alcohol, just like rubbing alcohol. I also have, oh my goodness, who's this? We're getting ninja'd here. I don't know if I needed to do that. Skeleton duelist. Okay. Just a coin and more of the, okay, that's fine. So I go clean it out, soap and water, the full Monty, and then I hit it with hydrogen peroxide that I use for painting. I put it in my wet palette so it doesn't get all moldy because I live in Florida, and you know what? You're gonna get moldy sponge if you're running a wet palette for painting in a humid environment like I am. So I hit it with hydrogen peroxide and that burned so bad. And then super foaming, like to the point where it was constantly just dripping off of my finger, the foam. It was insane. I've never seen anything like that. Cleaned it out, bandaged it up, put some antibacterial stuff on it. Feeling better. Not great, still feeling better though. Just like, man, one thing after another. It's just get a thumb injury from my damn nippin' pippin'. I go and lose out on my Frosthaven because of lack of communication between a store employee and a manager. I died a million times to the wall of flesh yesterday. It's just, it's brutal. I'm telling you, it's brutal. How much? We have 110 adamantite. I don't know, maybe, I mean, that's going to be enough for the pickaxe. That's not going to be enough for everything else. I'm definitely going to need more. So you guys were telling me that this cyborg sells new stuff. It sells a nuclear warhead. It's the first time I've looked at this. Right click the placed warhead to view the side panel. Detonation will create a wasteland. Okay. An AI chip, which is a material which can be used to make molten scrap with a xenium smelter. Okay. Server cabinet. Cool. I wonder what the server cabinet is for. Laboratory panel, carbon, okay. A cyber radio, cool. A nano swarmer, That sounds fun. A Slayer's Rocket Fist and an auto turret. That also sounds fun. Where I get the alloys from? Who knows? Molten scrap, raw xenium. Okay. That sounds like stuff I can't quite get yet. It's got the carbon, got the capacitors, the plating. So all of this stuff seems super cool. I need a xenium smelter. I don't know how to get one of those. I guess I could always look. Oversized screwdriver. That sounds funny. Man, this stuff all looks awesome. I just don't know where in progression it actually is. Like, here's a quest item. These are laboratory things. There's a tiny cleaver. Like, where do we get corrupted xenomite? Like, where are these guys at? I don't even know. So I guess what I will say is let me know in the comments where I'm supposed to be at progression-wise, because I'm kind of at an impasse. Like, I have the adamantite sword now. Oh, hold on, let's get rid of this guy. And the adamantite stuff, like the armor, is great. The adamantite sword, you know, it's better than what I got or what I had, so that's nice. I also have an adamantite pickaxe, and I found a mimic, so I've got a dual hook, but that's it. So, like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Should I go for adamantite armor? Should I go and try to upgrade all of my accessories? Like, what should I be doing, do you think, that I'm not already doing? Where's Chester? Oh, there he is. I knew he was floating around somewhere. Get back here. Do I have my money in there? I do. Okay. So, like, yeah, I'm in a situation where, oh my goodness, a goblin army. We're ending this episode the same way we ended the last one. With chaos. I'll clear the goblin army in between episodes. But yeah, let me know where I'm at and where I need to be. Like, what should I be doing next? Should I be trying to do Queen Slime, or is there things in the world that I can go do now that will benefit my progression? Like, what kind of armor should I be going for? This is the thing with the Mod of Redemption at the moment. It's the wiki and stuff isn't updated, so I actually don't even know like what kind of melee armor they have. Kind of discovering it as I go, which is totally fine. But I'm giving you guys permission to tell me where I should go to find progression outside of just doing the vanilla stuff at the moment.